Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back if you're returning. We got Kendra in the house. You guys, this is a short quick video because I can't do a set on Kendra and not show it, because when she comes back next time, you guys are gonna be like, what set is that, right? Like, what? And today, because I have to do a black set up against Kendra's cuticles, which gives me mad anxiety, I used my Cara Sky monomer enhancer, and I used Dream Nail Supply by Drea. I used her black, which I love. Wait till you see how this works, you guys. So getting right into it, I am using my 4-course safety bit from Notpolish. I have my e-file on a speed of about 11 because this just shreds the product right off. So I thought Kendra would, when she came back this time, we were going to do a full removal, but she reminded me that no, we aren't. Also, the first time ever, Kendra came back in 2 weeks instead of 4. So you're going to see very little grow out. Kendra's kind of, I don't know what the word for it is now, but back in my day, like in my high school days, by the way, I have put this in real time now. Initially, I had this sped up 2 times, but right now I have it in real time because I want to show you guys why I lay a clear layer. Because I can clearly see as soon as I get all the purple off that I'm down to my clear layer, and I don't ever have to touch her natural nail at all, except for to take the shine off of her growth. So that clear layer, when I'm doing a set of nails and I tell you guys that I'm laying a clear bead to protect her nails, it's not really to protect her from staining or color. I've never noticed any staining on a nail bed from color myself. I've heard that, but I've never noticed it. But protect it to me means I know to stop when I get to that clear layer. That's what I mean by that. What was I saying? Okay, right. Back in my day, like in high school, what I would have called Kendra would be maybe goth. I mean, she's not goth. She doesn't wear emu. You know, I'm not sure. I don't know what the name of it is. Please pardon me, Kendra, if I'm saying it wrong. You know I adore you. She likes to wear, all her clothes are black. All her outfits are black. Her pants, her shirts, her shoes. She's a black girl. She loves, her favorite color is black. Her second favorite color is green. And she loved the nails. She designed them. We designed them together. She wanted purple. That lilac purple is one of her other favorite colors. But she came back in 2 weeks because she did not want that light colored set anymore. She wanted to go dark. And she just needed them off. Nothing wrong with them. She just said, I need these off. I want black and green. So that's what we're doing today. She wanted all of the nails black with a bright green color marbled through them, and the 2 ring accent fingers green with black marbled through them. So also, you can see on this nail, do you see how very rounded and shorter this finger, that finger I was working on a minute ago, was? So I had to significantly shorten her set, whereas they should actually be longer because of all of her grow out. And I mean her grow out as far as when we first put these tips on, when we first put this set on her. I have not shortened them since then. I've only fine-tuned them when I have done a rebalance. So it should be longer than this, but she kind of shaved off the tip of that nail with a knife or something at work. So that wasn't just like rounding and wear and tear. She actually like clipped a nub off. And I am using my pink sanding bands for the first time here. These are the pink sanding bands I got from Craftsxnine. And I have my e-file on a speed of 2. And because her grow out is only 2 weeks instead of 4 weeks, I'm just going to go very, very, I'm going to do the same prep no matter how long she's been gone. But I only have that very, 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 very tiny area of grow out to get the shine off of. So I'm just going to do very minimal work in this area. There's not much to do. I should stop saying but when the grow out is 4 weeks, you have a more chance of that clear layer starting to not lift, but I call it pre-lifting, where you can see it getting ready to, where it needs to be thinned out and made more flush to the nail, whereas this time I just needed to take off the shine and just neaten everything up. Now, I did notice one thing I really like about these sanding bands is as soon as you're done with them and you go to pull them off of your mandrel bit, they come right off. None of that struggling and tugging and yanking and having to cut it and everything. Oh gosh, that's something that I really dread about using sanding bands, is when this came right off. But I also noticed there's a Craftsxnine monomer enhancer. By the way, in a full dappen dish, or as full as you can see my dish here, I put 8 drops. I stir it up and I go. I can't really describe to you or explain to you what this stuff does. It only has 2 ingredients, and it's not acetone, but it just enhances your monomer. That's what it does. It's not a smell. It doesn't smell, like change the smell of your monomer. It's not an odor stopper or anything like that. It is to enhance your, it just makes your monomer and your acrylic work amazing. I have this sitting on my desk at all times, and I can't believe it. I just keep forgetting to use it. It's just magic. And you guys, that middle finger I just primed with the acrylic primer there on the other hand just a second ago. That was I kept that in so you guys could see Kendra's bruise. And I have had to change topics like 4 times, so let me stop this and go back to see what I was talking about in the first place. Okay, so after my acrylic primer, I am putting a clear layer of Acrylic Cures Clear, my favorite clear, on the nails, and then we will get into acrylic application. This video is shorter because it was just an easy set, and there wasn't, I just showed a little bit of each step for you guys because I have tomorrow off and I am itching to swatch my yellow and green Notpolish. If you guys saw my shorts or my posts on Instagram or anything, I am swatching my yellows and greens next. I have all the swatch sticks made and my area set up to do that. So that is what I'm doing tomorrow, and I need to get this video off my phone so I can do that. And so instead of a long video today, it's kind of short. But the one thing that I did not finish saying a minute ago was another thing that I noticed about those pink sanding bands was on my table towel when I was done, there was a lot of pink from the sanding band. Like the pink color came off, which I've never noticed before, like when I use a purple sanding band. But who cares? I mean, it worked gloriously. So it was just something I noticed. I don't know if that's typical or not. I don't know, but it worked great and I liked them. And like I said, I am going to reach for those every time above any others because they come off of my mandrel bit really easy. And they were nice and fine. They weren't rough or anything. They were good. They were a good sanding band. Pardon me. So I am using Dream Nail Supply Black, which worked just amazing. I will have to maybe try it when it's not cold and without the monomer enhancer to tell if I just really, really, really love it and it's super duper duper easy to work with, or if those other things were in play here as well. But I had no trouble getting this black right up against the cuticle area, and I absolutely love any of the acrylics that I have got from Drea before, but I've only been able to swatch them because every time I show a client any of the colors I have of hers, if my client picks blue or purple, I get out other acrylics. I don't, like when I'm doing a set on myself, I go for Notpolish. Or if I'm doing a set that I know it's going to be difficult, I go for my Notpolish because I know how it behaves. And I pretty much have like every color, so I'm going to go for that. But if there is a color like that beautiful icy blue that I have of hers, I'm going to show it to my client. And thus far, no one's no one's chosen it. I also have Valentino, Chisel, Craftsxnine, a bunch of other colors that people just don't pick. I think it's because my Notpolish wall of acrylics is behind me and it's kind of eye-catching, like, oh, I want that color, right? So anyway, Drea, I'm going to tag you here. Look at this acrylic. It's a hit. For me, it worked absolutely gorgeous. And I don't think it was the enhancer or anything else I said. I think it's just a badass color. I was able to get it right up into the cuticle, which, like I said, you guys, gives me high anxiety. And Kendra frequently wants black. She has deviated from it a little bit since Halloween. That if you have been an OG on my channel for a while, she pretty much does almost every other set black in some kind of way. And I had gotten so bad and messy at getting black in her cuticle area and just not being able to get it up close, or if I got it up close, it would flood it, and just not in my gut kind of thing, to where I just started using clear and black polish because I just couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't. And I was using Notpolish black, and Notpolish black works great. I can use it on myself just fine. I've used it on 100 sets before. I've ordered 4, 5, or 6 of them. There's nothing wrong with it at all. But I don't know if it's a psychological thing, like, okay, today I'm going to use a different black. Plus, Robin told me that this black is just badass, and she's right. And I told her that the black was going to be my bitch today. Like, I'm not going to let it bother me, and it didn't. So, if you guys are OGs, you know the way I marble. I can't marble the way you see other techs marble, where you pick up 2 beads on one. Sorry. You pick up 1 bead with 2 colors and then lay it down, and then kind of left to right, up and down, move your brush through the colors and like drag it. I can't marble like that. It turns into just muddy yuck for me. So I like to marble in little sections like this, as you see me doing. So if this looks weird or strange to you, this is just how I marble. That's how I do my marble nails, as well as with really, really bright and pigmented colors like this, getting it up into the cuticle area and making sure that you still have a marble going on your cuticle bead, and that you're still keeping the shape of your tip, and that you're not making a huge hump, and just all the things that have to come into play. It's just easier for me to do it this way. And I do need to cap these nails, so I didn't want this too thick, and so I just stuck with the way that works for me. So you guys, I'm going to let you guys watch. The application is in real time here, in case you couldn't tell. I do go pretty slow, but it didn't take me long because this wasn't hard. I do show filing, e-filing, and all that, so I'll jump back on when that is going on. Except I do want to say thank you guys for being here. I haven't said that yet. And welcome if you're new. I said that already. Let me think about it. I'm thinking about like what might be coming up on my channel next. Of course, Watch Me Works. The same old usual stuff, you guys. But the yellows and greens that I'm going to be swatching, there are 25 of them. So I'm going to do them together in one video, because I only have 11 yellows. So it would literally be like a 9-minute video. And if I'm going to get out the swatch sticks and the setup and do the whole thing, I want it to be, you know, like a chunk of acrylics that I get done. But like I mentioned in my last video, I am going to be swatching my clears, my chisels, everything. So I've got plenty of things coming your guys' way. And thank you for being here so much. I'll be back. Okay, I'm pretty sure I only showed me capping the nails with clear on one nail, but that's just in case there's anybody new that happens to like come across. Look how easy this is going into the cuticle area, guys. Oh my gosh. Drea, this is a hit. Good job, girl. In case anyone, just watches this video, they don't think that I didn't encapsulate or that you're not supposed to encapsulate a marble. But I put way too much on, but also because I'm not just capping. Like if I was just going to cap, I would just put a thin layer of clear so I would have that to file instead of filing into my marble when I get to the filing. But I did need to add a little bit of apex and shape to these nails, so I just put on a big old hunk and waited for it to firm up and then shaped it with my brush. So that's what I did here. This little shot right here is just a look of application only, and then we're going to get into filing. I'm using Zulay's 80-100 file here, and I think I'll only show you one or two nails, and I can't remember if this is in real time or not. Yeah, this is in real time because I didn't want it to look sped up so that it looked like I was like being super duper rough, because I'm already pretty heavy handed with the filing. But one thing I did do when I get to the e-filing, which is, you guys, I'm only showing like one nail of each thing so this video isn't so long. And when I get to the e-filing, which is coming up next, I kept it in real time, and then I also slowed it down at the end because it was so satisfying. So a lot of times I don't show this, but especially if, okay, this was only 2 weeks between sets here, but she's had this set of nails on that I've been rebalancing for like 10 to 12 weeks now. So her natural nail is grown out under there, and there are other layers of acrylic under there. So I always get under here with this, a bit like this, on a speed of about 11, so it's pretty zip powerful, and make flush her nail to the tip, and get the debris out from under the nails. I don't always show this, but I always do it, especially when I have grow out like that. So I'm going to be sealing the cuticles. I have my e-file only on a speed of 8 because it's a strong e-file. I've mentioned that to you guys before, but I only need to seal the cuticles and remove the scratches because these nails are already shaped as far as the body and free edge. And you guys will notice I do one or two nails kind of up close and like aimed at the camera in like a slow speed, because I don't know, I accidentally slowed it down, and that was so satisfying to watch. I just left it in for you guys, and then it goes right into the video, just stops and goes right into the finished set, and then we are done. So you guys, I'll see you next time. I'll be back with my yellow and green swatches from Notpolish for you guys, part 5 in my series, and of course I will have more Watch Me Works for you guys. I don't know what Kendra's getting next, and I did see Kelly. I ran into her at Target. She's coming back. Holly will be here Friday. I didn't record Holly's set for you guys because she got the same set Kendra got. She saw it on Instagram and wanted it. Holly's an OG client that's back. So I'll get into all of that when those videos happen, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for being here. I adore all of you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.